Just Too Good to Be True is my 10th novel. I started writing in 1991 after a serious bout of depression. Prior to starting my writing career, I had sold computers, and I thought the second half of my life, I wanted to do something that I was passionate about, and I realized that writing was that field. I didn't realize I could make this a career until my third novel, And This Too Shall Pass, came out, and I'll never forget it. I was still in a one-bedroom apartment, and my editor, Martha Levin, called, and the first thing she said was, "How does number 11 sound?" And I said, "Sound for what?" She said, "The New York Times bestseller list." And I just started to pace my apartment. My apartment was circular, and I just wanted to cry. Just Too Good to Be True is a story about Brady Bledsoe, a Heisman candidate going into his senior year with a bright future. We learned that he has a wonderful relationship with his mom, and he tries to do everything about the book. At first glance, Brady looks to be perfect, and that's the way I tried to write him. But Brady, like most of us living in this world, nobody's perfect, and that's how I came up with the title, Just Too Good to Be True. This book took me over 4 years to write. Normally a book takes me 8 months to a year. And the reason that it took so long for me to write was because I wanted to put so much care into it. I wanted to put so much care into the characters of Brady Bledsoe. I wanted people to understand the relationship that he had with his mother. I wanted people to understand what happens when someone comes in and interferes with that relationship between a mother and a son. I love college football, so the book takes place in real time in the season of 2006. At the University of Arkansas, we had Darren McFadden, who was in the middle of the Heisman race. Brady Bledsoe, my character in the book, is in the middle of the Heisman race. So I just took current events and included them in the story. When I came back to the university in the fall of 2003, I had never taught in my life. I came at the request of Chancellor John White, and I was only supposed to do it a semester. And 8 semesters later, I'm still back at the university teaching and enjoying every minute of it. One of the most exciting moments I've had since returning about 2 years ago, my son Brandon, who's a second-generation Razorback cheerleader, was head cheerleader, and I remember being off stage at the Chi Omega's Greek Theater, looking at him lead the crowd in cheers. It was a very proud moment for me. On Saturdays in the fall, this is where you'll find me, walking the sidelines of Reynolds Razorback Stadium, checking in on my cheerleaders in my position as a volunteer cheerleader coach. I include a lot of cheerleader stuff that's inside knowledge in the book, even make reference to the spirit coordinator at the University of Arkansas, Gene Nail. This book is different from my other novels in the sense that sexuality is not the focal point of the book. This is a book about a son, a mother, and what happens when someone who means neither one of them any good comes into their life. It's a story about mothers and sons. It's a story about first loves, and it's a story about deceit and what happens when secrets are kept. Just Too Good to Be True.